Yeah.
I think you have to
Hello,
accept
ma'am.
the recording. Just have to press OK.
No, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Hello, Tejaswini. Thank you so
Hello,
much.
ma'am. No problem.
Okay, so you have been Dr. Santosh's patient during your previous pregnancy when the problem started, and after your first delivery, also there were many complicated issues for which Dr. Santosh was treating you. And I know it has been a traumatic experience for you. And I think you came to me in the last year around August 2023 with irregular periods, and you were getting periods every 15 days, and there was spotting, and there was a lot of fatigue, and some of these symptoms had not stopped even after your first delivery, after your daughter was born. Tell us
Right.
a little bit about your journey from there.
Yes, ma'am. So, I've been associated with Dr. Santosh from 2017, actually. So, I had issues like asthma and severe GERD. So for both of them, I've been consulting Dr. Santosh, and those issues were almost gone post Ayurvedic treatment. Like from 2017 December, I didn't have a single episode of asthma exacerbation. So I was all right. I was okay. During Corona period, I conceived with my first child. So in 2021, so my pregnancy was all smooth. I've been consulting Santosh doctor for small things and all, but then there were no complications as such during my pregnancy. It was all very smooth. Even my first pregnancy was very smooth, and we were all happy because I had a few issues earlier, and my pregnancy was smooth. So we thought, right, everything was okay, and I've delivered my child. So the time I've delivered my child, from there on, the problems have started in my first pregnancy, like first delivery. So in September 2021, I gave birth to my first child. So from there on, I had severe hypoxia. Like my oxygen levels were dropping to 60% suddenly out of nowhere. I would be all okay. Suddenly, it will drop to 60, 70. So I used to be unconscious for some time, and I was not able to take care of my child because of this things. Not just hypoxia, I had some weird kind of symptoms. Like I used to have stomach pain, and so they did like multiple hundreds of tests, and they found nothing. There's nothing wrong in my body, is what they said. But then I was having severe stomach ache followed by stools. And once I come back from toilet, my oxygen levels used to drop. So that was the pattern that was there for like mostly 3 to 4 months. We have covered almost all the big hospitals and all tests, whatever is there, every test I've taken. So it was all trauma for me. On top of it, I had a 5 month old baby, 6 month old baby. Till she turned 1 year, 1.5 year, I was not at all able to give my attention to her because of all these health issues. I was in constant touch with Dr. Santosh, and he had been prescribing few medicines as well. Even then, I was having some issues, but post that, with Ayurvedic medicines only, I got a little better. But then something is wrong with my reproductive system, I think. So I was getting the intermittent periods, 10 days once, 15 days once. That's when Dr. Santosh had asked me to meet you. So
Hmm.
then I met you in August, as you said, August 2023. So within 1 month, my periods got regular. So, so it was all okay. So in August, I met you, and in December, I conceived with my second child.
Hmm.
And you know, right? We were
Yeah.
not sure at all. We were all, it was another shock for us. It was not planned. So it was like a shock for us. My husband was not at all ready. He was like, no. Then I met you. I talked to you, and you assured me that no. So things that happened in the first time might not happen in the second time. So you be confident. That's what you said. And I was little bit worried till my first trimester. I was not that confident. So I was all worried. Every day I used to pray, and every day I had questions. I had so many doubts. So I used to call you many times with silly doubts, or I don't know if that makes any sense, but that doubt had to clear for me. So that's when I came to you and I talked to you. It was very soothing experience for me. My pregnancy, second pregnancy as well, it was very smooth. Especially Hombale had helped me a lot. I could see that difference from my first pregnancy. Actually, even baby's weight and my overall health. So I didn't have a single episode of gastritis or asthma during pregnancy in the second pregnancy, like with second child. So our issue was not during pregnancy, after delivery was our concern.
Uh,
So even after delivery, this time, thank God, I didn't have a single episode of any previous issues till now. It's been 2 months, more than 2 months. I've delivered my second child. Till now, I was all okay. As I told you, I'm able to handle both the kids myself alone. Like I'm able to do that without any help.
hmm.
So thank God for that, and thank you and Dr. Santosh for that.
Yeah.
So Ayurveda is really helped me a lot with all the medicines that I've been taking. I don't say they are medicines, maybe supplements. I can say they have
Yeah.
helped me through my pregnancy and even postpartum. So as you said, massages. So I could see that massages are helping me a lot.
Right.
So I've been taking massages from 2 months. So I can feel the difference. Even my weight reduction is drastic.
Hmm.
I'm not doing anything extra or diet, or I didn't make any changes. I've been following the same as what I was taking in pregnancy. But I
Hmm.
could see a lot of difference now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the pregnancy and delivery with two kids. Whatever trauma I went through the first pregnancy, it was all cleared now.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty confident and I'm very happy.
No, I was very happy to see you and your child. And the other day, actually, Dr. Santosh was telling me that he has never seen you so healthy before. Touch wood. Really.
Right.
After that, and in your case, you have been a special case for me because I had this, your history was there. So I had to be very, very careful even while prescribing anything. And we were able to support you with Ayurveda, be it your calcium supplement or iron supplement, your constipation issues, the sleep issues, even the protein supplement, all of it we were able to manage differently. Even your postpartum medicines, it's not something I generally give to other women. Completely keeping in mind your own history and the way you needed support. Even the postpartum advice has been the post delivery advice has been like that, and you have been an extremely compliant patient. I think, most often, we can do as much as we can, but if the patient is not convinced and if they are not compliant, it does not really work. That too in Ayurveda, because it's not like take this pill, you'll be all right. You need to
Right.
understand, we do spend time explaining why we are giving you something or, listening to you and all that, but the patient has to put in that work in terms of diet changes, lifestyle, and, and the result is here. Right, like I
Right.
was saying telling you, out of the eight pregnant women I was managing at the same time, yours was the most complicated one because the pregnancy was the second one, and we had this huge traumatic history of yours, and you managed so well. Even the Humbala, it worked like magic for you. I'm really,
Right.
really very happy. It was so wonderful to see you and your baby and your older one as well, and the confidence on you and with you and your husband, it's amazing. I mean, I remember that
Mhm.
call we had in 2023, probably in December only, I think, when you realized you're pregnant,
Right.
and you never thought you
Right.
would be pregnant with the second one because of your period history. It had become so disturbed, so irregular and all
Right.
that, and you're saying that no, I don't even know how to manage this, and now we have here in October 2024 and happily talking about it. And it's really very, very satisfying and wonderful to hear from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Even in my last trimester, right, I remember my water levels have gone down.
Right.
During my 32nd week or something, it was 9.6,
Correct.
which is not a very good number.
Yeah, your
So
amniotic
at that
fluid. Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
right, that time you prescribed me to take more dose of Hombale.
Right.
Actually, that really helped me a lot. Then in my next fluid check scan, the fluid level was 13. out of nowhere next week.
Yeah.
My gynecologist, she was surprised. So how come you manage from 9.6 to 13? Usually from 32nd or 33rd week, the fluid level will go down. But in your case, how it got increased? I don't know. Some miracle had happened.
That's how we avoided the premature delivery, no? You completed full
Right,
term and then you had your
yeah,
delivery. And the baby weight is the proof of that. The health of your son is
right,
the proof of that, you know? And
exactly.
the
Yeah,
Ayurvedic way of pregnancy care and the post-delivery care is very unique. And we also, my advice is always to speak to your doctor because she will know your history and based on that, she will suggest. Because, for example, there is this traditional way of giving a lot of pepper and garlic to every woman who has delivered without seeing their history. And so many of my patients, they come back with piles after taking so much of these heat-inducing substances. So there is no
right,
one single remedy for everything. There needs to be an eye on the history of the patient and constant monitoring about how the patient is responding to the diet advice or the medicine advice. And I'm
right.
very happy that it all worked out so beautifully for us.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your
Thank you,
support.
Tejaswini. Thank you. Once you're back from your native, maybe I'll meet you again.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah, just to
Definitely.
look at
We'll
your
come
baby and
back.
you. That's all.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Have a good time. If you need any help in your native, please feel free to reach out.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Sure. Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.